Hey, what's up? Otaku Mike here. Let's talk about Ultimate Wolverine issue number 3. This one gets really interesting. So, Ultimate Wolverine starts out with Gambit and Kitty Pryde of the Ultimate Universe. They are part of the freedom fighters in this world, and they are trying to recruit a new member. In the middle of nowhere, it seems like at a gas station, this woman shows up, and Gambit's kind of like, hey, we don't need you. And Kitty's like, no, we need everybody we can definitely get. We come to find out that in this universe, Kitty and Gambit in particular, is actually a mass murderer for the Resistance. He took on the Erosion government at one point and basically blew up an entire building, killing a high-ranking official and a bunch of other people as well. And the Erosion government are actually looking for somebody else as well. We end up coming to find out is Natasha Romanoff. She's using an alias at the moment, and she is the person who Gambit and Kitty Pryde actually end up recruiting at the beginning of this particular issue. And while we are learning all of this, we find out that Wolverine has been sent off to get Gambit and Kitty. And he ends up going into these sewers because they're kind of hiding out in this like safe house type of area. And he's with a bunch of soldiers, and Wolverine actually ends up using one of the soldiers to basically activate a booby trap that Gambit has set. And they end up finding that, hey, Wolverine is there, and Gambit recognizes, hey, I actually know somebody who looked very similar to that, but they had bone claws, not adamantium claws. Then, crazy enough, all hell breaks loose when Wolverine gets into the safe house, and Kitty and Gambit, as well as Natasha, are trying to get away, and Wolverine starts murking everybody. Nobody stand a chance against Wolverine. Kitty and Gambit eventually end up getting away, but Wolverine is fast on their trail. And Wolverine jumps into the back of the truck. It's like this big, cargo truck almost. And we find out that Kitty and Gambit are basically trying to transport what seems to be mutant children. And the Erosion government wants these mutant children. And Wolverine is sent there to basically kill the people who are trafficking these children to help them get away. We get this really cool fight with Gambit and Wolverine, but Wolverine ends up in the back of the truck, like I said. Kitty's like, hey, Logan, you remember me, don't you? Logan does not remember Kitty whatsoever. And so Wolverine tries to attack and kill Kitty. He ends up phasing through her with his fist, and Kitty's like, I don't want to do this, but I have to. She basically reaches in to Logan's mind, stunning him and kicking him off the back of the truck, unlocking what seems to be all those repressed memories that the Erosion government and Colossus have been oppressing in the previous couple issues, which leaves Wolverine in the middle of nowhere, groggy, beaten, battered at this point, and confused, and he is basically learning who he is, or remembering who he is, and that is where this issue ends. Now, I just want to show you all the internal artwork for this particular issue. I believe it's still the same creative team as before. This artwork is, I love the artwork for this series. It definitely fits it. You know, we get Kitty and Gambit in here, and we get Natasha meeting Natasha. I love the depictions of Gambit just looks so cool and so like, I wonder how he got those scars. Do you think he got them from Wolverine? I don't know. But this scene was actually a lot of fun where they end up we find out that the guards have adamantium bullets as well, just in case Wolverine goes out of like a berserker rage or gets out of control. But he uses one of the guards as like a sacrifice because Gambit put these like chess pieces around to explode if somebody gets near them. And it's just so, every little detail they put into this issue is so just awesome and so amazing. Like, I want to know more. I want to know more. Like this issue definitely sucked me in, I have to say. Um, it is bloody, it is violent, it is right up my alley when it comes to comics. I have to say this issue was a lot of fun. It definitely kept the pace going forward. I did feel like at the end of the second issue, I was like, where are we going to go in this story moving forward? Because Wolverine doesn't seem to be developing any kind of personality wise for himself, character wise, in this story. So when are we going to start unlocking that? And I really wanted to know when, because we start in this issue. And we do get a lot of new information about Gambit and Kitty. We find out that they're actually a couple in this. And it's really interesting to see that Natasha is here, because I did not recognize Natasha when they were using her fake name until they said, oh, it's Natasha Romanoff. I kind of wonder if she's a mutant in this new Ultimate Universe. Or maybe she's a plant. I really don't know. But yeah, this really got me interested. One, I really liked it because they did not kill Gambit or Kitty like they killed Kurt and Mystique in the first issue. That was one thing that I was kind of worried about when I heard Gambit and Kitty were going to be in this. Like, oh, they were just going to die like Kurt and Mystique did. But things are definitely layering on top of each other, I feel like, story-wise, in a very, very good way. And the last page hooked me so hard. I am like, yes, let's go for this fourth issue. Let's keep going, because the story is finally moving along after the first two issues. Because I was kind of worried that they were going to drag things out a bit. And boy, this issue just hits the ground running and is just so crazy with action and stuff. It is so amazing. It's definitely worth your time to continue reading this, or even picking this up if you had your doubts on, not checking it out and whatnot, because, oh, it is part of the Ultimate Universe. But I do like it that it seems like Ultimate Wolverine very much seems to be like in a bubble within the Ultimate Universe, because it hasn't crossed over with any other Ultimate titles yet, which I kind of do like that it doesn't do that at this moment. Now that I said that, it's probably going to cross over with like all the other Ultimate titles, but it is what it is, and I don't want to start reading any more Ultimate titles. This is the only Ultimate title I really want to read, because it's really interesting, and it's a lot of fun. I like these new depictions of Kitty and Gambit. They're really cool and very sort of reminiscent of their 616 counterparts a little tiny bit, which I like. But I was shocked to see that they were in a relationship, because I was like, where's Rogue? What's Rogue doing? Wait, is Rogue alive in the Ultimate Universe? Oh man, that's gonna get kind of complicated if she shows up, and what if there's like a love triangle between Gambit and Kitty? But yeah, I like that they're building on the past two as well with Wolverine and the Resistance, because they kind of touched on that in the very, very first issue, and it kind of got a little dropped afterwards. But yeah, this book was a lot of fun. I definitely recommend it. Go check it out if you're on the fence. I'm Otaku Mike. Catch you guys later. Comment down below. Like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Peace out. Go read some comics.